Hey, before I get into the video, I just want to humbly ask that you follow me on Twitch and come into my streams. You can follow me in the description here. And yeah, come to my streams. Join my Discord for notifications on that. Follow me on Twitter. All that is in the description. Thank you. And on to the video. Hey guys, what's up? Fur Daddy here. Today I'm coming at you with a pretty simple guide, but it might be useful for you if you're looking to grind out the new Moogle Tomestone event. So I'm going to break this guide up into a few different parts. The first part is going to be an introduction to the Moogle Tomestones and how it works in case you're new to it. Then I'm going to go over the rewards in case you haven't seen them already. And then I'm going to go over some methods of grinding them out. If you are watching this video and you just did what I did the last Moogle Tomestone event and do like 100 Praetoriums, please watch this video because there are way better ways to get Tomestones, okay? So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so first, just a brief explanation about what the Moogle Tomestone event is, in case you're new to the game and you haven't done it before. Basically, it's a way for Square Enix to introduce items that were like limited edition occasionally, just kind of like a pain to get, like Beast Tribe mounts, things like that, and just as a way to give you rewards that have already been introduced to the game, or like weird, small, exclusive rewards like Glamour. Just as a way to incentivize you to play through some of the older content in lulls like this. So it cycles through what it usually does and like the mounts and whatnot that it gives. So this time there are specific rewards to do to the Tomestone that it is. And also there is this special reward with this one, which is the leather jacket, which is pretty cool. So that's what the Tomestone event is. Let's get into the rewards. Okay, so I'm going to go over the rewards in order of how many Tomestones it costs, and then I'll kind of give you my opinion on if it's worth it or not. I'm using this great chart that I saw on Reddit that is in the description. Yeah, so starting off for 100 Tomestones is the Inferno jacket, which is really cool, and the only way to obtain it right now is through the event. So at the very least, you should do the event to get this reward. It's a leather jacket, and I have some pictures of it on the screen right now. After that, we have the mounts. So there's two mounts that you can get from doing extreme trials. There's the Auspicious Cami, which is 50, and you get that one by doing the Jade Stoa, the Byakko extreme trial. So if you don't feel like doing that and you want to collect mounts, then this is a good way to get that. So that's kind of worth it if you don't want to do Byakko EX. The next one is the Dark Lantern. That is the one that you get from Nidhogg EX. I especially recommend this one because Nidhogg is one of the lanterns that is really difficult to solo or do with two people. That and then one of the containment bays is really hard. So it's probably worth it to get this one as well if you're playing during this time. So the next one is the Styled for Hire. This is the Wolfmarks PvP hair. And that costs 18,000 wolf marks usually, but you can get it for 50. So it's not a high priority. If you just do your daily things, you'll be able to get it pretty easily. Yeah, so. The last 51 is the Song Battle that plays in AlphaScape 1.0, which is just like a level 70 trial. So it's not really worth it to get that, especially for 50. Now these ones are interesting. For 30 Tomestones, you can get the ostensibly special Time Worn map. Now, if you watch any of my streams, you'll know that I love doing treasure maps. So these are kind of interesting. They are a Time Worn map that guarantees a portal spawn. So almost like the Thief maps for level 70, but it's not a unique dungeon. So if these are worth it to you or not, it depends. I mean, you can only get them from this event, so that's pretty cool, and it appears that they stack, because you can get two of them at the same time. So, I mean, two maps for 30 Tomestones, if you want that, it's worth it to get, I guess. I think I'll probably be picking up them and just getting like a huge stack to go through. That'd be pretty fun. Moving on. There's the Ala Mhigo Barding. This is really easy. You just get this from doing a fate called Rattle and Humbaba. And you can get that from just doing the fate in the Gurabania, Albania region. So you don't really need to get this one because you can just do that fate and you can see it in the Discord as well. So Now moving on to the Realm Reborn Beast Tribes. These are usually in here. I have done all my other beast tribes, but not my Realm Reborn one, so I will be getting these mounts and then skipping the Realm Reborn beast tribes. So if you don't plan on doing your beast tribes ever, you know that you can do this. The mounts take 23 days to get by doing the daily quest, so it takes a long time to do it. So I mean, it's definitely worth it to get these if you want mounts and you don't want to spend that time on it. But it also gets rid of your reputation, or it gets rid of your motivation to grind rep. So I don't know, it's up to you. That's the Drakehorn, the Laurel Gubu, the Bomb Palanquin, and the Dire Wolf. After that, we have the horses, the Xanthos and Enbar. Those are definitely not worth it, because you can get those by doing the Whirl Eater and the Howling Eye, which are very easy to solo. So you should have no problem with that. You might need 2 people for the Whirl Eater, but I don't recommend that. So moving on, you have the MGP Platinum cards. Now, there's a little bit of debate on whether these are worth it or not. Basically, you spend 30 Tomestones, you get 50,000 MGP. So that's quite a bit. I mean, if you are struggling to get the car, or struggling to get, I guess that wouldn't really apply. But you know, if you're struggling to get a mount like the Senior Sabotender or the Typhoon or something like that, I mean, you could always just grind it out hard, and this is going to be faster than getting MGP any other way, besides like Chloe's Tales and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend that. Moving on, we have the furniture. Just skip it. Don't even think about buying the furniture. You can just get it on the market board for nothing. So don't even think about getting the furniture. Next, we have the Bone Wicca set. So this is really cool. You might have seen this glamour around, and it might be deceptive to get it. I mean, the helmet is really cool, and the body's really cool, but the drop rate is pretty rare for these items. So you have to run this dungeon called the Swallow's Compass to get it. So if you really like this glam and you are not really motivated to run that dungeon, then it's probably worth it to do. To get it. I mean, it depends if you like the glam or not. That's 15 each. Then you have the riding maps for Realm Reborn. So the Realm Reborn riding maps, those are definitely worth it, I would say, if you don't have them yet. It just speeds up your speed in all these places. Like, I mean, get it. You do get these by getting by doing the hunts for the allied seals. So all in all, if you got all your riding maps here, it would save you 4,250 seals. So it's definitely worth it if you have an excess of these tomestones at the end of the event to get the riding maps as well. So moving on, there's the Griffin Hatchling and the Aurelia Polyp. I say these are worth it if you don't have them, just because they're 7. Like, it's not going to take you long to get these at all. And then for the Triple Triad cards. So none of these Triple Triad cards are particularly hard to get. You get the Drowned City of Scala, Dunscaith, and the Royal Menagerie. And you'll run into these. I mean, I don't really think it's worth it to get these, to be honest. Yeah. And then just the Orchestrion rolls. I suggest not doing these, because you can just buy these with the Beast Tribe currency, and you don't even need to have a reputation with them to get it. So I don't recommend buying those, especially for 7. So, all right, that's all the rewards. Let's get into some methods of farming these effectively, so you don't, go crazy doing Praetorium. All right, so let's cover different methods of actually farming these tomestones. So it's pretty straightforward. There are 4 methods I'm going to go over to do this. Some are more advanced, some are less advanced. All in all, these are all great ways, except for the first one, but I'm just going to cover it because it's the highest amount of tomestones, and that's just grinding out Praetorium. Like, look, yeah, you should do your main scenario roulette every day to get this done. Like, level up your alt jobs, do your main scenario roulette, sure. Do 1 Praetorium. But don't go crazy and just like spam Praetorium runs, because it's slow. It's super slow. It's like an hour to do it. And then you're hassling the sprouts in there to like skip the cutscene by alt F4ing, which is like, I don't even know if that's allowed or not. So like, don't do that. But Praetorium, yeah, it does give you 10. So I mean, sure, it's worth it. But we're gonna move on. So this next method, I'm just gonna call the Blue Mage crew. Because a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually get a full party of blue mages. and as long as you have the ability to queue up for a duty, you can do it. So the dungeons that I recommend later on in here, you can do these with blue mages and it just like flies by. So if you don't have your blue mage up, I'm gonna post a link in the description about leveling your blue mage and a link to the Blue Mage Academy, because blue mage is, blue mage is nice, but I'm not an expert on blue mage, so I'm gonna post that in the description. You can check that out, and that's gonna kind of apply to the stuff later on in this video as well. So blue mage crew, that's the second suggestion. The third one is the Hidden Gorge. So the Hidden Gorge is the PvP map that's available with this. So you can queue up for Rival Wings, which will bring you into Hidden Gorge, and that's good for a few reasons. One, you get Tomestones, you level up alt jobs, you get, it's just great all around, and it's quite fast, and I think that's worth it to do if you don't feel like doing dungeons, and PvP is really good. And also, people are going to be doing this, like especially, I might contribute to that a little with this video, but people will be doing Hidden Gorge a lot, so it's going to be like, Rival Wings, and it's going to be really good to get that from that. So yeah, do that. That's my next recommendation. Finally, the dungeons. So there's a lot of dungeons in here, and it's easy to get overwhelmed because you don't want to do one that's a waste of time. So I've split it into two that I think are good. There is one level 81, I guess 3. I'm going to mention Amarat just because it does give you quite a bit. It is pretty fast, but I don't think it'll be as fast as these other ones. So the ones I'm going to recommend are Baelsar's Wall for speed. Baelsar's Wall is quite a fast dungeon. It's just short, and it's pretty quick to do if you have a party that knows what it's doing. For all these, if you don't have the blue mages, you should at least go in with like a full party and do it. And then Ala Mhigo. And the reason why I recommend Ala Mhigo, even though it's a little longer, is because you do get the mount from Ala Mhigo. I put that on the screen now, so that's worth it if you want to get that mount. Do Ala Mhigo, get the mount out of the way, get the Tomestones. If you are looking at it and you're like, 4, okay. But if it takes 20 minutes, and Praetorium takes an hour and 20 minutes, you're getting 12 Tomestones for doing those dungeons, whereas Praetorium, you're getting 10. So it's faster to do these dungeons. Do your main scenario roulette for Praetorium and Castrum, sure. But after that, don't go crazy spamming Praetorium. Do these dungeons, the Hidden Gorge, and yeah. So that is kind of the overview. I'm going to go into the outro of this video now. Okay, so this is the outro of the video. I just want to say thanks for the support on my videos. Thanks for the support on my Twitch. My Twitch now has 300 followers on it, which is crazy. I stream on there Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. So give me a follow over on Twitch. Subscribe to the channel. We're getting close to Endwalker, and I swear, guys, when Endwalker comes out, I'm going to go so hard. It's going to be crazy. Like, all you're going to see is Fur Daddy everywhere. So subscribe, like the video, and let me know what you think and what you are going to spend your Tomestones on in the description of the video. All right, thanks, and feel free to suggest, content ideas and stuff, and I'll do that as well. All right, thanks for watching, and bye.